Mistress Death versus Living Tribunal, who would win? In the infinite silence beyond time, where even gods fear to exist, two powers stand above everything you know. On one side, the embodiment of death itself. Not a being, but an inevitability. On the other, the ultimate judge of the multiverse, the one who decides balance across all realities. This is not just a battle. This is inevitability versus authority. This is death versus judgment. And today, we answer the ultimate question. Who is more powerful? Who is stronger? And who would actually win? The true nature of Mistress Death. Mistress Death is not just a character, she is a cosmic abstract entity. She doesn't fight like warriors. She doesn't think like gods. She simply exists, as the end of all things. Every living being, every god, every universe, eventually belongs to her. She is beyond physical form, beyond time, beyond reality itself. She is not bound by space, not limited by dimensions, and not defined by any single universe. She exists wherever existence has an ending. Which means, she is everywhere. Even beings like Thanos, Galactus, and other cosmic entities don't challenge death, they serve her, fear her, or seek her approval. Because deep down, even the most powerful beings understand one truth. She cannot be conquered. Her power is not measured in destruction, but in inevitability. You cannot escape her. You cannot defeat her. You cannot outlive her. Because in Marvel's hierarchy, death represents a fundamental law of existence. If something exists, it can die. And if it can die, it belongs to her. But here's where things get interesting. Despite being an abstract entity, Mistress Death has almost no direct combat feats. She doesn't intervene. She doesn't interfere. She doesn't prove power through action. She simply waits. And that silence is what makes her terrifying. Because she doesn't need to act to win. Time itself fights for her. Every second that passes. Every star that burns out. Every life that ends. Is proof of her power. She is not a destroyer. She is the destination. So the question becomes, if a being never needs to fight, never needs to prove power, and still claims everything in the end, can inevitability defeat judgment? Or, was it always meant to outlast it? The cosmic authority of the Living Tribunal. Now enter the Living Tribunal, a being that doesn't just exist within the multiverse. He controls its balance. The Living Tribunal exists above all realities, timelines, and dimensions. His purpose is simple, yet terrifying. To ensure that no force becomes too powerful. Not even infinity itself. He has judged entire universes. He has overruled cosmic entities. He has even restricted the infinity gauntlet across realities. Think about that. While others wield power, the Living Tribunal decides who is allowed to have power. He exists as a direct extension of the one above all, meaning his authority is not just cosmic. It is absolute within the multiverse. Unlike Mistress Death, the Tribunal acts. He enforces balance. He eliminates threats. He rewrites existence if necessary. And the most terrifying part? He does it without emotion. No anger. No mercy. No hesitation. Just judgment. But here's the twist. Even the Living Tribunal operates within a system. A system that includes abstract entities like death, eternity, and infinity, forces that define existence itself. So while he governs balance, he does not create the laws. He enforces them. Which means, there are forces, even he cannot fully override. And now we have a paradox. The judge of all things versus the end of all things. Authority versus inevitability. Control versus destiny. And when these concepts collide, It's no longer just a battle. It becomes a question of what truly stands at the top of existence. Power, feats, and cosmic scaling. Let's break this down. Mistress Death represents a universal constant. She exists across all realities simultaneously. No matter the universe, death is always present. If existence begins, she is already waiting at the end. But the Living Tribunal? He exists on a multiversal level. Every timeline, every dimension, every branching reality, all fall under his judgment. In terms of scaling, the Living Tribunal stands above nearly all cosmic entities, including eternity, infinity, and many abstract forces. His role is balance. And imbalance is something he simply does not allow. He has shown direct control over multiversal order, something Mistress Death has never actively demonstrated. But power isn't just about control. Mistress Death cannot be destroyed. She cannot be erased. She cannot be rewritten. Even if the Living Tribunal wipes out entire universes, death will still exist. Because as long as something can exist again, it can end again. And that is the difference. She doesn't need feats. Her existence itself is the ultimate feat. Meanwhile, the Living Tribunal's power is visible, structured, and enforced. So here's the real comparison. The Living Tribunal controls the system. Mistress Death defines the final outcome of that system. One enforces order. The other ends everything, including order itself. And when these two collide, it becomes a clash between control and inevitability. Because no matter how perfect the balance becomes, everything still ends. And when it does, she will be there. Final verdict: who actually wins? So, who wins? If this is a direct battle, a clash of power and dominance, the answer is clear. The Living Tribunal wins. Because he operates on a higher functional level of control. He doesn't just use power. He defines how power is allowed to exist. He can judge, restrict, and neutralize cosmic forces across the multiverse with absolute authority. Mistress Death does not fight. The Living Tribunal does. And in a battle, that matters. But if we go beyond battle, beyond combat, beyond the idea of winning, then everything changes. Because Mistress Death cannot truly lose. She is not a being that can be defeated. She is a law. No matter how powerful the Living Tribunal is, no matter how many realities he balances, everything still ends. Stars collapse. Universes fade. Even multiverses fall silent. And when that final moment arrives, when there is nothing left to judge, everything returns to her. So here's the truth. In a fight, Living Tribunal wins. In existence itself, Mistress Death is inevitable. Because power is temporary. Authority is conditional. But death is permanent. And that's what makes this battle so terrifying. Because you can challenge judgment. You can defy balance. You can even rise above gods. But you can never escape death. Not in this universe. Not in any universe. So now the question is, when the end finally comes, whose side will you be standing on? Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.